Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is TagNMXD, and welcome back to World of Warships. Now, today I'm going to play my first battle in the Tier 3 French battleship, the Turenne, or however it's pronounced. I do have a full you know what? I have a full camouflage. It's not the best, but it's low tier, so I really don't mind. I haven't equipped any signal flags. It's slow. Well, I don't know how its guns perform, aside from it being slow and having short secondary ranges of just 3 kilometers with these 75s, and not great primaries. Well, it's a low tier battleship. I'm not expecting a lot. We'll see. Hopefully, it'll be a fun game, and there's not so many people waiting in the queue, so A, there's a good chance of aircraft carriers because there's 4, and B, there's a good chance of bots, which, unless I do something horribly embarrassing, are going to be easy kills. Now, just wait and see. It should give us 30 odd seconds to try, or perhaps it will give us longer, I don't know. No? Oh dear. You do sometimes have to wait a bit in these lower tier battles for it to decide to throw some bots in the mix. But yeah, I've don't know what it is, but I've never got along with the French ships. I started to ground them up to tier 4 only, and then I never touched them again. I went back to my Japanese, my British, my German ships. I've started to slowly grind the Italian ships, and I'm going to give some effort to the French. Now, that is a premium ship that happens to be quite good. Considering the Turenne was built after Dreadnought, you would think he was better, but nope. Anyway, anybody with a name like this, these are bots. This is a player, that's a player. So there's 4 players on the enemy team. Everybody else is a bot. So, there's lots of destroyers, so I'm going to keep my high explosive loaded. Oh dear, this is going to be painful. Singing along. I'd say planting pickles all day long, but trying to get the French to move along. Yes, it's bad to say that, but well, I'm British, so I can get away with it. We have that kind of relationship. The French are mean to us, we're mean to the French. It's a thing. Been a thing for over 1,000 years. Well. Although I do admit, for the most part, the French make better bread. We make better cheese. Can't make up my mind. Can't make up my mind. Let's just, let's just go. Oh, that dispersion. Oh, well, that had good dispersion, but that was bad aim. No, I can't do a snapshot for that. Oh, I hear torpedoes being launched from next to me. That gave me a heart attack. What? What was that supposed to be? I'm back to the horrible dispersion again. That is a player because, well, the camouflage and the fact it's a premium ship. The AI never use premiums. Ever. So. Well, I think that destroyer is still around. Come on, guys. Ooh. Hello over there. I see you. The Watakase is still perhaps one of the most powerful destroyers in the game for its tier. Why? Because its torpedoes are quick, its torpedoes are fast, and its stealth is actually pretty damn good considering. I may as well throw some extra rounds in on this ship. Or not. Auto move says otherwise, so I'll continue the turn. This is extremely dangerous because I'm well within torpedo range, and I don't know if he launched or not. Though he is a bot, so... Oh, which way you go, Mr. Bot? Going that way? That is... fine by me. Because that means I can do that. Dreadnought, can I actually... can I get these guns to elevate enough to... I don't know. I'm gonna try. Come on. Oh, one shot. Come on, please. How many times do I have to say please? Oh. I was about to say, did I miss that? I had to question my sanity. And then I immediately miss. What? Okay, this ship is horrible. That first one was my mistake. The rest of them were perfectly targeted. That's the ship's mistake. Right. Well, I'm turning hard about now, so... potentially we're going to have a capping victory. Which I am not going to complain about, because capping yields more XP. And I want done with this ship as soon as possible. Oh... is that a player? Yes it is. That explains it. Detsky is also a decent ship. Now, is that is not a player, that is a bot. 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 Come on. Come on, turn, please. I have guns. Close quarters expert. Torpedo beats. No, don't overturn. No torpedo beats. Heal. Oh, it's a Katori, which is also a player. Hello, Mr. Katori. Oh dear, come on. Torpedo beats. Now, the Katori is... I can't remember what premium it replaced, but it replaced a premium a long time ago. It has the same armaments of the Yubari, which I'll probably play next, actually. Yeah, I might play the Yubari just to show it off. It has small guns, I think they're 140mm, which is 140mm, 2 inches, not 100% sure, but low caliber. You're not going to be sinking much in it. You're going to be fighting destroyer on destroyer with those, if that. The Katori has several of them. And it also has the low speed of some of these battleships. Now, I got fire, which is nice, but he will have damage controlled that instantly. However, I have a rear turret. Now, you could argue that I'll be better off just using armor piercing. I probably would, but I'm not fussed. Ooh. Get on. There we go, and I may lose the kill. No. Does he have a heal? I cannot remember. I don't think he should. He should be dying. Or have I just knocked out his engine rather than set him on fire? That's probably what's happened. Come on. You cheeky bugger. No comment. Anyway, 2,000 experience. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Yeah, so it was given that it's a low tier match, that was a good game, because it is low tier. And you can't complain. You don't expect high damage, you don't expect high XP. I have got a container though. So, collect container, resources. Oof. And fantastic resources. Okay, I will take that. You have different resources in the game. Credits used to purchase ships. Experience for your ship. Then you also have experience for your commanders. And various skills. What I normally take is preventative maintenance, which modules are things like secondary batteries, engines, rudder, things like that. Well, it tells you it reduces the risk of main turret, torpedo tubes, steering gears, engines being incapacitated. Adrenaline Rush is a very powerful skill. Reduces reload time by 1% for every reduces reload time by 0.2% for every 1 HP loss. Now that doesn't sound like much, but let's say you get chunked for 80% of your health, then you do the maths. It's worth it. It's a standard for most players, especially players with, well, I'd say a fast fire rate, to be honest. If you have a slow fire rate, it's going to be helpful, but if you have a quick fire rate, not as helpful, but still, it'll help you get extra shots off. Anyway, and as for equipment, I did forget to mention that I put some equipment on here because I've got the credits to do it. Damage modification, -3% risk of fire, that was backwards. Come on, -5% chance of catching fire, -3% chance of flooding, and main armament modification essentially protects the main battery, torpedo tubes, and things like that. Since I have some experience, I am going to absolutely upgrade the engines. And, oops, that's concealment. Maneuverability 20.5 knots, which was, well, it's something. research a new hull which will actually give me some anti-aircraft guns. Not that, you know, I'm going to be shooting down any aircraft, but I can do something now rather than be defenceless. And I think manoeuvrability will have also increased my... Yeah, it did. For the shift time. So that's the speed at which your ship starts to respond to your control inputs. Anyway, I said I would show off the Yubari, so here is the Yubari. Artillery, yeah, 240s. Pardon me. On some of the ships, they would give you control of this turret, but the devs decided not to. These guns reload every 6.5 seconds, which sounds quick, and it is fairly quick. Unfortunately, this would be a fantastic skill to use for it, but it caps off at 139, whereas that's 140. It's the only ship at its tier to have... Oops. The anti-aircraft defense consumable, which essentially increases the damage of your AA explosions by 300% and continuous damage by 50%. Now, it also has this aiming system mod 0. A couple of ships have something similar to this. Reduce the spread of the main battery because this thing is a sniper, which is a double-edged sword because sometimes an enemy ship will make a maneuver that you didn't expect, and having less accurate guns would have meant that you hit it, but because your guns are laser accurate, yeah. Torpedoes. Torpedoes are actually decent, but their firing arcs are not. I will show you in game. I think I have the default skin on here. I also have the Arpeggio of Blue Steel Commander Iona, because weeaboo. They have put out an awful lot of Japanese anime commanders, but well, they could we could use some more for some other nations. There are anime characters from all of the nations that we have. I just wish they would, you know, add them. They did add some German anime commanders, but German and British anime commanders, and then a couple of American commanders. But it's not much. I wish they would add them, because I have 20 plus, maybe, of the anime ones. One spare American. Most of my American ships don't have an anime commander. Most of my Germans I don't think have an anime commander. Wyoming is a good ship. Kawachi, for what it is a good ship. I didn't enjoy the Karlsruhe for whatever reason. Oh, we have an enemy Yubari. Bogatyr is more heavily armoured than you think. It is hard to penetrate this thing when it angles. And, well, I'm just going to eat through destroyers because that's what the Yubari does. Isn't that cute? Anyway. There's no custom voice for, you know, fair winds following seas, or good luck, or try not to suck. Because, I didn't have one. I don't know why. Oh, and if you're wondering about this, don't know why it would be. Basically, this is for deck space. They truncate the two funnels together It's done on a lot of more modern ships. The Yubari was actually the prototype for essentially most Japanese cruisers going forward. And speaking of torpedoes, you would think, given the deck space, that, oh, I should be able to torpedo there, or I should be able to torpedo there. No, no you can't. Look at that. That, in the green section, is the only place where torpedoes may go. I do have a concealment of 9.5, which means they have to be I either have to shoot or they have to be 9.5 kilometers towards me in order for them to actually see me. Right, so the Bogatia. There are a lot of enemy ships there, so I don't know if I want to shoot or whether I want to. Well, that made the decision for me. Because I'm going to be spotted. Going to be spotted anyway, so I may as well shoot. And as you can see, I have quite fancy arcs on the shells. Sometimes it's worth doing this. Pulling back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, so I'm going to dump torpedoes here and here. It's a lower tier game, so there is a chance that they may just stay in a straight line. If they do, they should hit. Right. You. Those were really close. Ooh, evade, evade, evade. Boom. There we go. Now let's focus our Bogatia down. There we go. So come on. Let's be having you. Oh, I'm about to run into an island. I think I might actually be out of range. No, 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 not. Come on. That's what we like to do to our destroyers. Oh, I hear my anti-aircraft guns going off. Yeah, I've only got 2, so of the anti-fighter consumables, so I need to be careful how I use them because well, as I say, I've got 2, so if I use them, that's it. I might go undetected in a few seconds, so I'm going to hold my fire. They know I'm here anyway, so but it'll just help with. Might actually switch to armor piercing because that is a lovely broadside. Yes, I will do. It's burning by me. Let's put the fire out, but armor piercing, I might be able to get citadels. Citadels are those. There we go. Now I'll switch back to high explosive. The citadels are the core of the ship. If you hit a citadel, you're essentially hitting the core of the ship, doing heavy damage. Well, in theory. But this is, of course, limited by the strength of your ship's armament, so heavy damage may not be spectacular. Put torpedoes into the smoke screen. I'm expecting that he's probably gone that way. Oh. Oh, there's two of them. Hello. Nice try, but dead. Reduce speed. Oh, turn. Right, Kalzug is the only thing in range, so that's what I'm going to shoot at. Almost got Kraken unleashed in a Yubari. Granted, not all of them were at maximum health, but, well... He's going a lot slower than I think. Hopefully the island will eat the armor piercing. Yes, it did. I'm going to go full speed round the other side of the island and hit him with more high explosive. Hopefully he'll start burning. There is a drop off in power of armor piercing and high explosive at range, so it's not always worth just spamming high explosive or shooting armor piercing. I think in this case though, you know, yeah, I'll swap because he is staying on a consistent course. And he's got so little health left anyway. Kraken unleashed. Can I kill Steel? Can I kill Steel? Maybe? No. I did try though. Anyway. And if you click the O on your keyboard, it will fortify one direction of your anti-aircraft guns, which increases the general power of them in that direction. Now, is this going to be kill number 6? He's slowing down. Oh, so close. Right. I'm going to ask my teammates to shoot that one while I go after the other. Ping. Yeah. This could be the end of me. It will be. 2 fires. Yeah, I'm bye-bye. But damage! Come on, final damage. 8. I got a fire. Almost 62,000 damage. Kraken unleashed. Devastating strike. At tier 4. I think it's fairly clear why I like the Yubari. because obviously a couple of those kills, other people will focus in them, so it's not 100% my victory. Especially that I believe it was the Wachikaze or the Minikaze. Watakate. That was, it was on extremely low health anyway. Come on. Oh yeah, of course you can't click once you're dead. Oh dear. This is a Colbert. It is the French ship after the one I've just played. Has a more traditional dreadnought style layout, 2 super firing turrets, fore and aft, and 2 wing turrets. I just hope that our carriers are not going to throw this game. If those aircraft carriers move up, they can actually cap. I mean, the Wiser. It's a Rhine. The Rhine has significant, well, for its tier, all German carriers have very good secondary weapons. And the Langley killed the Wicks. So what may have been a stunning victory may be a horrifying defeat. Well, stunning victory. What may have been a good game may have been a horrifying defeat. Yeah, so am I, mate. Yeah, because they're not moving together. Send us the enemy CV. Yeah, tier 8 CVs are fairly hard. At least. Yeah. If this guy doesn't move, we're gonna lose. He's really gonna have to get a move on, otherwise we're gonna lose. What torpedo beats? If you don't know what torpedo beats is, that is basically when people put upbeat electronic music to videos of ships dodging torpedoes. That's why I said to move. Yeah, if they'd actually... This guy was being a bit of a dick. Go away, G-Force. Well, we've lost this game. Enemy team have the right idea. Yeah. Yeah, at tier 10. Yeah, we are going to lose because this guy decided not to join their anti-aircrafts together. If they'd stuck together, they would have had his anti-aircraft guns, their anti-aircraft guns, and he has fighters that circle his ships. So, ships that circle his ship. And all that cockiness about him having fighters at the beginning, oh look, he doesn't have any. Yeah. And defeat. Kraken denied. Oh dear. Still, Yubari Kraken. So, team score 5 kills, 3k experience, over 1,000 base experience. Unsupporting behaviour. Anyway. Yeah, and compliments to these guys. These guys actually, you know, put some thought into it and actually stuck together and do what they needed to do. That guy was just a stubborn and a bit of a yeah. Oh, right. So, what I will do is I'll leave it here. I might, if I have a bit of time later, I might actually upload something other than World of Warships, but I'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Goodbye.